Hello everybody, and this is Coach Alex signing in. So, jumping into the topic today, what are we talking about? We are talking about networking. That's right, how to network. Why is networking so important? This is one little thing. We find that a lot of people, when they think about networking, they get a little bit nervous. They're like, oh, networking? Really? Do I need to go for networking? Like, yeah. But coming back to the point, now you probably heard Coach Taco and myself say this many times. Real estate is a people business. It's a people business. Now let me build that down for you. Now in the people business, your network is pretty much everything. And here's a little saying here, I want you to basically listen and even perhaps jot it down. Your network is your net worth. That's right. What that means is the bigger your network is, the better you can sustain it, the better you can work it. That's where exactly your long-term sustainable business is going to come from. So coming to networking itself now, the thing about networking now is that we see a lot of challenges when it comes to networking. And I'm going to give you a few important tips as to how to network better. Yeah? The very first one, when you go networking, you need to be clear on your purpose. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying go there and then try to sell, which is a typical objective which many people have when they go networking. You see, when you go network, it's really about building a network, it's about connecting with different people, and yes, with the long-term objective of what? Closing that deal. That's right. Yeah? Networking is just really about growing that. Yeah? So you gotta be able to keep that in mind whenever you go and meet people. However, the thing about that though is, you see, when we go networking, a lot of us tend to get nervous. And trust me, I still get nervous myself too. Yeah? And that's what we need to be mindful about up in our own heads. Yeah? When we get nervous, remember, put it aside, focus on your objective, focus on connecting with people, focus on the other person who's standing right in front of you. Now, a couple of other things as well when it comes to mindset. What do you have to keep in mind when you go networking? The second point now is, it's about being a farmer. Yeah, you're probably thinking like, what? Farmer? What do you mean by farmer? You want me to go and take a jungle and then What I mean by that now is, you need to go and meet people and plant seeds. Yeah? By seeds, I mean introduce yourself. Build your awareness, right? People's awareness of you being in the market. That's exactly what I mean. Now, a very big thing about being a farmer though at the same time, it's about giving value, right? When you meet people for the first time, don't immediately ask for business. What you gotta do is, you gotta give them value, you gotta offer your help. As counterintuitive as it sounds, this is one of the biggest things which you can do right in networking. And trust me, I do this, Taco does this. What this does for people, it leaves a good impression. Now, I'm not saying do it just to leave a good impression. Genuinely want to help people. And that's exactly what I mean by being a farmer and to give value. Yeah? So this is another very big important mindset. And number 3, we say this all the time, be positive. Smile. When you go into a room, get out of your own head. Don't get nervous. Just be positive and just smile, because people can see you from a mile away. They can see it. If you are nervous and you're like, I don't want to be here. Did that look approachable to you? So be positive. And I know that's exactly where it's hard to do. But there's a saying, on the other side of your fear is greatness. Now, for the last thing, it is a contact sport. When you go networking, it's really about, you need to go and meet people. You can't just stand by idly and have a drink and hopefully people come to you and talk to you. Go and meet people, build some meaningful relationships with these different people. When it comes to networking, it is one saying, right? You never know whom they know. That's right. I'll share a personal experience of mine real quick. Now, back when I was working with a developer, I managed to close 2 different deals, like 2 deals in one, basically 2 units in one deal, right? Which came up to quite a significant amount. And you know where that deal came from? I went networking like crazy, right? This deal came from someone who specialized in selling water filters. Yeah, that's right, water filters. You've been thinking like, huh, what? How? Yeah, and he wasn't. He was an SME. He was an SME. He was a small business owner, right? Yeah, and that's how I got the deal. And it was a big deal, by the way. I'll tell you the quick amount, right? It was in the millions. Yeah, in the millions, by the way. Everybody, these are the very important points. Mindset as you go networking, and lastly, don't worry about getting nervous. It's perfectly normal, right? Just stay focused, right? Have the eye of the tiger, right? And keep your eyes on the prize. Everybody, Coach Alex signing out. You got any comments, questions, you know what to do. We are here for